is whether or not he had a loan with Aldor. And that is the reason our case is saying that he had a motive, because he owed Aldor money and he was being threatened. Now, why that money was needed does not matter in this case. Just the fact that there was money that was Aldor, or Sam Snape owed to Aldor, is sufficient.
So you've already said if it doesn't make a difference whether it's $1 or $1 million. If it was $1 million, that's a pretty big motive. If it's $1, not so much, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if it's for his ailing mother, or it's for himself, if it's for drugs or whatever, doesn't make a difference?
No, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Why did you owe Aldor money?
Well, my mother had just lost her job at the chicken plucking factory. And
Say that 3 times fast.
chicken plucking factory, chicken plucking factory, chicken plucking factory.
I didn't really mean for you to do that. But thank you for following directions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How did Aldor react to your request?
He was upset, so for that reason, he took out his gun and started waving it in my face and jabbing it into my chest.
What occurred after this point?
Well, I got scared, so I tried to pull the gun away from him, and soon he lost grip of the gun and I had it in my possession.
So once you had possession of the gun, when did you shoot Aldor?
Objection. Leading.
I'm sorry?
Withdrawn, Your Honor.
I was going to say, you don't want, she just asked,
Yeah,
when did you shoot the person? And you don't want him to answer that?
I do, but I know the answer this witness will give is not going to be one that I want.
And you'll be able to cross-examine.
Yes, Your Honor.
It was withdrawn. You're going to ask, repeat the question.
Once you had possession of the gun, when did you shoot Aldor?
I did not shoot Aldor. I've never shot anybody, and it crossed my mind, but I've never shot anybody, and I was going to strike them.
So if you didn't shoot Aldor, then what did you do with the gun?
At that moment, I threw the gun away towards the elevator shaft.
What did you do after you threw the gun towards the elevator shaft?
At that point, I ran as fast as I could toward the south stairwell because I knew that Aldor kept a razor in his shoe.
What happened while you were running?
While I was running, I hit my knee pretty hard and cracked it on the door jamb. And at that moment, I just fell to the ground.
What happened while you were on the ground?
While I was on the ground, I heard someone yelling about not getting paid on time and Aldor yelling back about loyalty.
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, may I be heard?
Yeah.
It's not hearsay. He's testifying as to words spoken by the deceased.
No, it's still hearsay. Always hearsay if it's an out-of-court statement offered in court for the truth of the matter asserted. If there's an exception to the hearsay rule, then there may be an exception. But if it's not, if he's repeating what someone else said, it's here, someone else said something.
Your
So,
Honor, may I be heard?
yes.
It is an exception to the hearsay rule. It's an unavailable declarant.
Your Honor, may I be heard?
Do we know who the declarant is?
He knows who was on the top deck right after he left, which was the deceased.
Your Honor, my next, what I was going to object to was, he does not know who said it, because if it's not being paid, it could either be Aldor himself saying he wasn't getting paid, it could have been what the defense is trying to prove, a different assailant. So the fact that he does not have the, did not see who said these words, makes it hearsay.
Your Honor, may I be heard? After having just heard the voice of the deceased, I would imagine my client would have been able to recognize the voice of the person who was speaking.
Well, what was the last testimony he gave? What exactly did he just say in response to your last question?
He heard